But when they become more grown up, we have to see if that enthusiasm is there or not there. Sometimes they are very lazy, they don't want to study. In the beginning, they are very enthusiastic, afterwards the enthusiasm goes down. For that requires good association. To maintain enthusiasm, you have to have good friends who are all enthusiastic about studying. There will be some sort of a competition between the friends, and we'll all study very nicely with great enthusiasm. Similarly with devotees also. Because on our own, if the enthusiasm is not there, no problem. We should look up to that devotee who's very enthusiastic in serving Krishna and become his assistant or servant. There was recently one book distributor in Atlanta. He distributed over 5,000 copies of Bhagavatam in one day. You heard of that?
No.
And this devotee, yes,
what
two
is his name?
assistants.
Because I was there in Atlanta for a while. I'm just.
I forget his
Shastakirta
name.
Prabhu? Shastakirta Prabhu?
Yeah, I think so. And he's an Indian boy from Hyderabad.
Yes,
He's
yes. He is the person, Prabhuji, devotee. Shastakirta Prabhu.
And this devotee, he has been assisted by two devotees. One is putting the boxes of Bhagavatam into the people's cars, and another is going back and forth from the temple. And the person who's putting the boxes of books into the car, he also cooks for him and everything. And all he does is fixed in his mind to sell sets of books, and it is going like in hotcakes. In 1 hour, 5, 10 sets of books goes. So somebody has to take the book. So he was telling, actually, I would not have been able to do all these things if I had to do all the things. Because of this devotee who's cooking for me and taking the books to the cars and putting them in the car, and an amazing way, So you have to always be looking enthusiastic devotees in your company.
Yeah.
Even though he was the most active person to sell the book, but he was telling, this boy, without his presence, without his company, I would not be able to distribute. He is the reason for my distributing. See, he gives credit to that devotee. So similarly, we should always be looking for devotees who are more enthusiastic than us and try to assist them, help them, like that.
Yes, it is very important to find the right association, because at some point, as the time goes, we become, the devotees become advanced. Then the association becomes rarer and rarer to find.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a problem actually. Yeah, I think that is one reason why. And that right association may not be possible within the temple community. It may exist outside also.
Yes, you have to be in touch. You have to be in touch with the devotees, and like nowadays they have WhatsApp and all these different systems are there. You can be in touch with them. Like I always send every day many clips I get from different devotees, and they kindly think of me and send me. Then I read them every day and send them further. And today happens to be the appearance day of Janava Mataji and Sita Devi. So I read beautiful 2 articles given by Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj. And in the morning before I started my day, I was just reading the long articles about the pastimes of Sita Devi and how Sita Devi was also very interesting. I'll just see if I can read it for you. 1 minute. Just Sita Devi, let me see if I can get hold of that one. Let me read it to you. It's a very beautiful article. Okay, now I'll get it. Okay, here it is. Today is the appearance day of Janama Mata and Sita Devi in the Vrindavan. The following is an excerpt from the Bhavanuvad of the Katha given by Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj. Reason for Sita Devi's advent. Why did Sita Devi appear in this world? It was to eradicate the mighty and indomitable ascetics who could not be defeated by anyone except anyone else except Bhagavan. Sita Devi performed her appearance pastimes for the welfare of the whole world. In her previous birth, she was the daughter of a boundless, effulgent, topmost Brahmana sage named Kushadwaja, the son of Brahaspati. Kushadwaja named her Vedavati, meaning the embodiment of the Vedas. As Kushadwaja was always engrossed in studying and reciting the Vedas, she was a Vagamayi Kanya. That is to say, she was born by the mere utterance of the words. Later, seeing the young Vedavati's unprecedented beauty, Ravana desired to marry Vedavati. However, she flatly refused the proposal, saying, I will only accept Vishnu as my husband and not any conditioned soul. Infuriated upon being rejected, Ravana grabbed her by the hair. Greatly angered in turn, she immediately cut off her hair, but restrained herself from cursing him, as she would have lost the merit she had accrued by dint of her penance. Instead, she announced, if indeed I have performed austerities, pious deeds, charities, fire sacrifices, and the likes in this birth, I will appear as a chaste woman in my next birth and become the cause of your destruction. Saying this, she immolated herself as she felt her chastity was sullied by Ravana. In her next birth, she was discovered in the furrow of the earth by King Janaka, who adopted her. That is why she is bestowed the name Sita, which means furrow in Sanskrit. You know, when you till the land, that is called. King Janaka was her foster father. Thus she came to be known as Janaka Nandini Sita. In another kalpa, she was discovered on a lotus flower. Beyond the jurisdiction of the materialist, in reality, can Ravana ever abduct Sita Devi? When Ravana tried to abduct her, the original Sita Devi took shelter of Agni, the fire god, while Ravana could only lay hands on the illusory material form of Sita, Chaya Sita. The scriptures affirm this. Atha Sri Krishna Namadi na bhavet grayam indriye sevan mukhe hi jivvado swayam eva spuratada. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1-234. No one can understand Krishna as he is by blunt material senses, but he reveals himself to the devotees, but being pleased with them for their transcendental loving service unto him. Sita Devi is Bhagavan's internal potency, which can never be comprehended through materially contaminated senses. How then can someone like Ravana attain the eligibility to touch her or abduct her? Sita Devi is the energy of Bhagavan Sri Ram. Energy and the possessor of the energy are same, non-different. Shakti Matora Veda. There is no difference between the potency and the possessor of the potency. Eventually, when Sri Ram rescued Sita Devi, he got her to perform Agni Pariksha, a test wherein Sita had to enter fire to prove her purity. At that time, the fire god returned the real Sita, who he had protected and retained before, and the illusory material form of Sita remained in the custody of Agni Devi. In the southern India, the story of Ramdas Vipra. In the southern India, there lived a devotee of Sri Ram named Ramdas Vipra. Hearing that Ravana had abducted Sita Devi, the mother of the universe, he stopped taking food. He invited Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his home, but did not cook anything as he was absorbed in the thoughts that when Lakshmana brings leafy greens and roots and fruits from the forest, then I will cook under the inspiration of Sita Devi. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 9:183. He was so absorbed in such a mood when he was known as Rama Japi. He would chant the holy name of Lord Ram. Mahaprabhu assured him that Ravana could not ever lay hands on the real Sita. Later, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought evidence from Purva Purana, which confirmed that Ravana had taken only Chaya Sita and not the real Sita, Ramdas Vipra was ecstatic. So on this day, her appearance, we pray for her mercy that we attain devotion to Lord, the Supreme Lord. She can grant us that devotion. You heard that?
Yes, 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 Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
That's
And
the story.
I was also thinking about that. We're saying that Sambandhya Gyan. So yes, I mean, I was reflecting on a different matter, but related. That actually Krishna is our only Suri. He is our only friend. All
Yes.
other people are either they are interested in our opulence, whatever be it, may it material opulence, wealth, or opulence of knowledge, or fame, or beauty, or power or strength. So they are interested as long as those gunas are there with me, then they are with me. They are with me, and as soon as those gunas desert me, which they eventually will, they will also desert me. That is one.
Correct.
And one category of devotees, generally materialists, or lower, I mean, the Kanishta Adhikari, those levels. And another level who are maybe capable, I mean, who may be purified enough to come up to that Madhyamadhikari or Uttamadhikari level, or but they may not have the wherewithal, the samartha to really help me. So I was just thinking of the Gajendra's Moksha. He was a king of the then when he was in the real difficult situation, there were two kinds of people, one associates, one who were bothered, who were attracted to the king because of his power. So as when he saw the king is no longer powerful, they deserted him. And the second category is who wanted to help but they couldn't help because the crocodile was so strong. So then I reflected, but the Lord is always there with me. Even if I am in some insect body, still Lord accompanies me. He is my real benefactor, real well-wisher, real, that is Suridam Sarvabhutanam is perfectly realized. I mean, that's when we realize that Krishna is our only friend.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
This all comes when we chant the holy name of the Lord, the japa which we do, or we do the kirtan, or with Sambandha Gyan.
Yeah.
We have to feel connected to Krishna. We are chanting, we are his part and parts. We are chanting his name. So when you are chanting nicely, you will remember Krishna's transcendental form, which we see every day in the temple, or we do some service every day at the home. So we should see everything in connection with Krishna.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Anybody else? Or we'll do a small kirtan. Okay? Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai.
Jai Govinda Jai Jai. Gopal Jai Jai.
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 Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai.
Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva.
Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva.
Jaya Nitai, Jaya Gaur, Jaya Nitai, Jaya Gaur.
Jaya Nitai, Jaya Gaura, Jaya Gaura Hari.
Jaya Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari.
Jaya Sacinandana Gaura Hari, Jaya Sacinandana Gaura Hari.
Jaya Radha Ramana, Jaya Radha Ramana, Radha Ramana, Jaya Radhe.
Jai Radha Raman, Jai Radha Raman, Radha Raman, Jai Radhe.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol.
Gaur Premanande.
Hari Hari Bol.
Srila Prabhupada की जय, श्री गुरुदेव की जय, गौरताय राधा गिरिराज गिरि गोवर्धन की जय, ग्रंथराज भागवतम की जय, सुखदेव गोस्वामी की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद पॉडकास्ट की जय हो। और सभी की बॉडी हरे कृष्णा,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. His Grace Ram Shraddha Prabhuji ki jai.
श्री श्री गुरु द्वारा।
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
जय हो,
Jai Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
जय हो, जय हो।
Prabhuji, one point was coming to my mind. Can I tell?
Yeah.
You know, Geeta Mataji was asking question that like about, we can see Krishna, but like Rukmani, she got married to Krishna without even seeing Krishna. She just heard about Krishna, right?
Yes.
So similarly, Prabhupada emphasized on us like hearing katha, and while hearing only or while chanting purely, the pastimes will come in our mind. Right. I mean, once, the past, while hearing about Krishna only, we'll be in the Krishna Leela. Is that right way to put it?
Yes.
Yeah, but provided we are reading carefully and chanting carefully. Yeah, sorry, Prabhuji, I was busy, so I wanted to give this comment, but thank you so much for today's class.
No, I want to say something on this point. See,
Yes.
you have to understand, even in the material world, in the traditional arranged marriages, the girl is hearing about the qualities of the boy. The boy is hearing the qualities of the girl. They are not met each other yet. Their minds are already drawn towards each other. So similarly, if that is happening even in the material world, in material relationships, what to speak of hearing about Krishna? And Rukmini heard about Krishna. That's why she was mind was all sold out to Krishna.
Yes, yes. Because I always, whenever I hear this question, even like Shamarasika Mataji was also asking, but this point comes to me that look, we should read the Rukmini Katha because, and then one more point about the, this, jab death hota hai, to us time pe everyone remembers, and they open the Gita, and after 3, 4, 10 days, everybody is on their own, like they forget the Gita. But Prabhupada has given us like Gita in the morning, Bhagvatam, chanting, and everything connected to Krishna for the whole day. So we are totally immersed in Krishna consciousness. कितना contrast है ना प्रभु जी, कहाँ पर materialistic लोग सिर्फ death होती है तो राम नाम सत्य है बोल देते हैं. And then but हमारे को तो जैसे लोग उसी दिन उससे ज्यादा हमारे को प्रभुपाद ने दिया है. मतलब he is totally immersed us in Krishna's katha, so how much more thankful can we be to Srila Prabhupada,
Yes.
Yeah.
We should not only do it externally, chanting, hearing and all, but you have to start internalizing the process. You have to, when you read Bhagavatam, you have to meditate on what we have read or what different chapters of Bhagavatam are speaking, trying to remember from within also, external and internal. Otherwise, it may remain very external, but just like there are many devotees who are leaders in our movement, they did millions of book distribution, this, that, so on. But when it comes to recognizing somebody is more advanced devotee, they committed an offense and they wanted to get rid of such a person from the ISKCON. So sometimes when you do external only, pride will come into the heart. You have to internalize everything what you have done external. And then one should pray to the Lord that he always remains humble. He remains with a humble attitude. Otherwise, we may think we have done it today. We chanted so many rounds, this, that. We can become proud and start committing offenses. You have to be careful.
Yes, Prabhuji. And I think in one of the 10 things which His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj has written, he has written, don't commit an offense or don't fight with anyone in ISKCON. If there is an issue, let it be resolved through, within the ISKCON, internally. So just reminded me of that, like he has written that down because our Maharajas who are there, who've gone also now, they know that how to, just like you are saying, they know how, they are literally protecting the movement. And so, it was wonderful reading those points, which, his points as a will. I mean, normally what happens that when we read the will of a materialistic person, then he'll say, oh, this car is in this one's name, house in this one name, this is this. That's all it is about, is assets, jewelry. But Maharaj is like, he didn't own anything. It's amazing, like my respect for the Guru Maharajas in ISKCON has gone so much high now after I heard about Gopal Krishna Maharaj, his life, and I'm sure all, even my Guru Maharaj, other Guru Maharajas also, Radhanath Maharaj, they all are leading the same life. They're so surrendered, nothing belongs to them. Yet, they are I just don't have words to express, it's amazing. I was hearing this whole week, right from Maharaj left glorification, because I was feeling so depressed and, sad that Maharaj has gone. Because I met him one time in Atlanta and he told me, when you come, I'm always there. And he's very personal. When you come to the Shri Radha Parthasati temple, I'm almost 99%, I'm available, during and after Mangal Aarti. So when you come there, I will meet you. But then, I didn't get a chance. Or I probably didn't go to Mangal Aarti. So I was, I didn't get a chance to meet again. I just met Maharaj once. And he was so kind and he was so sweet. He was so personal that he, when I went with both my daughters. So he just, he told my elder daughter to sit down next to him. And he said that you must always take care of your mother. So just, I don't know what Maharaj was seeing. Like, even a family member will not say a thing like this. And my daughter remembered that. And she was saying, you remember Maharaj has said that. So I said, yeah, that's true. So, he's just teaching you good values that, you have to take care of your parents. Right now, we are taking care. Later on, you take care of us. So that's one of the duties, So yes, Prabhuji. Anyway, Prabhuji, thank you so much for the wonderful class.
Jai Ho.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Ho.